Now in this video we have to discuss some properties of inverse trigonometric function. So we have to start. Before starting this video, I would like to say you that if you will like my video, then please share and subscribe it. Now properties of inverse trigonometric function. If y equal to sine inverse x, then x equal to sine y. Y equal to sine inverse x, then we can write x equal to sine y. And if x equal to sine y, then we can write y equal to sine inverse x. So now two different properties. Sine of sine inverse x is equal to x if x belongs to closed interval -1 to 1, and sine inverse of sine x is equal to x if x belongs to closed interval -pi/2 to pi/2. So don't forget the difference between these two properties, that when sine of sine inverse is x is equal to x, or sine inverse sine x is equal to x, because in both the properties the intervals are different. Okay, now we have to take next property. In next we have to see there are three properties, that is sine inverse 1 upon x is equal to cosec inverse x when modulus of x is greater or equal to 1. Second property is cos inverse 1 upon x is equal to sec inverse x when modulus of x is greater or equal to 1. And third property is tan inverse of 1 upon x is equal to cot inverse x when x is greater than 0. In these three properties we have to prove first one. After that you will be able to prove second and third property by yourself. So let us start first property. Suppose cosec inverse x is equal to y, means right hand side of first property, that is cosec inverse x is equal to y. So we can write x equal to cosec y, or 1 upon x equal to 1 upon cosec y, or 1 upon x we can also write cosec y is equal to 1 upon sine y, so it will be sine y. So 1 upon x is equal to sine y. So sine inverse 1 upon x is equal to y. Y was equal to cosec inverse x. So in this way we can write sine inverse 1 upon x is equal to cosec inverse x. So in this means similarly you can prove second property and third property also. After that we can take next three properties. Means in this way we want to see which properties are similar to each other. Now next three properties which are similar to each other we will take in next formula, that is formula number second. It has three parts. Sine inverse x, sine inverse minus x is equal to minus sine inverse x. X belongs to closed interval -1 to 1. Second property, tan inverse minus x is equal to minus tan inverse x, where x belongs to real numbers. Third property, cosec inverse minus x is equal to minus cosec inverse x when modulus of x is greater or equal to 1. Let sine inverse minus x equal to y. Only we have to prove first one, second and third you can do by yourself. Let sine inverse of minus x is equal to y, means left side of first property we can take it as y. So minus x can be written as sine y, or x can be written as minus sine y. Minus sine y we can write it as sine of minus y. So in this way x is equal to sine of minus y. Minus y is equal to sine inverse x. We can write it as sine inverse x, or y is equal to minus sine inverse x. Previously we have taken y equal to sine inverse of minus x. So minus sine inverse x is equal to sine inverse of minus x. In this way we have proved that sine inverse of minus x is equal to minus sine inverse x. Now we can take next type of properties, that is, again in this formula we have three properties. So first one is cos inverse minus x is equal to pi minus cos inverse x when x belongs to minus 1 to 1 closed interval. Sec inverse minus x is equal to pi minus sec inverse x when modulus of x is greater or equal to 1, and third one is cot inverse of minus x is equal to pi minus cot inverse x, x belongs to real number. So first we have to prove that first part. After that you will be able to do second and third one by the same method. See, in third property, in this third property, the similarity is all the formulae is equal to pi minus given property, but in second formulae all were equal to minus times of given formulae. So then how it happens after completing it, means after the proof of this one, then we can, I will tell you what exactly what happens between these two. Now suppose left hand side of first formula, that is cos inverse minus x equal to y. So we can write minus x equal to cos y, or x can be written as minus cos y. Minus cos y we can write as cos pi minus y. If we take cos on left side, then cos inverse x is equal to pi minus y. So y is equal to pi minus cos inverse x. Y we have taken cos inverse of minus x. So cos inverse of minus x is equal to y, that is equal to pi cos inverse x. So in this way we can write cos inverse of minus x is equal to pi minus cos inverse x. Similarly we can prove second and third one. But now I will tell you what is the difference between second formula and third formula. In short form I have explained to you, but in a broad way you can understand that in second formula all the three properties were related to closed interval minus pi by 2 to pi by 2, and in third formula all the three part were related to 0 to pi closed interval. Means we can say that in second formula the principal value branch, or we can say range of all those three, that was sine inverse, tan inverse and cosec inverse, was minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. Here these three belongs to 0 to pi. We will not see that these three, or in second formula all three were belongs to closed interval or open interval. Generally our aim is to see whether they belongs to 0 to pi or minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. Now in our next video we will see the remaining formulae. Okay, now thank you.